somebody from Ipob, which they call you Buzo, is your own person. So you don't know. The Yoruba media say handshake across the Niger, handshake, to give you the import of Biafra. He said that I'm mad, I don't know what I'm saying, I don't know what I'm doing. But in 5 minutes time, you will see between myself and Abubakar Sav who is mad and who is normal. We are talking about Lower Benue. Not the whole Benue state, Lower Benue. The Zoo media can distort what I'm saying all they like. But we know the truth. And on that very truth we stand. The truth is that Igede is Biafra.
Yes.
Obama is Biafra. Do you know why? No. David Mark is an English name, is that correct? Yes. Or should I say biblical name or anglicized biblical name? David and Mark. Ask the former Senate President to tell you his proper name. Yes. You'll be shocked. And as I want to educate Abubakar Sav, because in the zoo they don't go to school. And he was even a former policeman. Abubakar Sav must know this. In Idoma land, Idoma. What do they call their first daughter? Ada. Okay.
All right, I'm bringing your memories back. I'm telling you, this man is a prophet. When you listen to things like this, you know, why I keep going back to it is that our people are very forgetful. You know, our memory will remember something and it doesn't last for 2 or 3 minutes and it goes. Nnamdi Kanu has said all this was pre my joining Ipob. I wasn't even a member of this organization at the time he was saying all these things. So when I listen to it, for me, it's like, it's so historical, it's so truthful, it's so honest, and so straightforward that we need to listen to this man and pay attention. This is 2022. That's where we are in. He said it's all the way down in 2014, 2015, thereabout. And it's happening today as exactly as he said it. Because he's a prophet of our time. That's exactly what he is, and whether you like it or not, Mazi Kanu has come to stay and will remain with us forever and ever. It does not matter what they do and they strive. We will always excel. Tell the world where we are in. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. right. Nnamdi Kanu Koronekun. That's what our brothers are saying. He said, tell the world what is going on. And exactly that. He's saying it, but you know, we just listen to it, we pass it on, and we tend to forget it immediately. It is when they say something like this that it sticks in our memory that we remember. But we are so built in such a way that we hardly, how would I put it? We hardly, you know, retain it. We just hear it today and it goes off tomorrow. It never becomes part of us. So I'll read a few things here, nitty-gritty of what is going on in the world today, and especially in our homes. Enemies coming against the Biafra struggle, but don't be distracted. Our leader said that through the lawyers. So I'm going to read that. It's very important. Nnamdi Kanu tells IPOB members, don't be distracted, through our lawyers. They went in there to see him and came out with a message. He says, the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB Nnamdi Kanu, on Friday revealed that enemies against the struggle for Biafra Republic were already coming together to stop it, and advised his legal team to be strong, not to be distracted. We know that they are there, but we are not going to give up. Kanu made the statement to newsmen in Owerri through the IPOB-led counsel Ifeanyi Ejiofor after the legal team visited Kanu at the detention facility of the Department of State Services, DSS, last Thursday in Abuja. The IPOB leader said the enemies were not happy because they saw at the end of the battle would become victory for IPOB. According to the IPOB lawyer, the court ordered routine visits to our indefatigable leader, client Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, was observed yesterday, the 3rd of March. Today is the 6th day of March. Okay, after days which turned into weeks of grandstanding, we were able to meet with our client, Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, in his unshaken, undeterred resolve. Onyendu was in high spirit yesterday. That was the 3rd. Onyendu took time to explain why he protested against the denial of access to his lawyers during the last 3 successful visits. He was deeply troubled with those incidents, particularly when it was done in flagrant disregard and violation of the extant order of the court. We understood Onyendu's gross and seized the opportunity to intimate him of the measures we have taken so far to ensure that such ugly incident does not reoccur. Onyendu used the opportunity to offer advice and words of encouragement, particularly to myself. He took his time to urge me to remain resolute and focused and never be distracted by the deliberate evil ploy of the enemies to break me. Indeed, Onyendu saw tomorrow, unknown to him, that at the time he was handing down these words of encouragement and encomium, the slander mongers were hurriedly putting together another stunt, which was, however, dead on arrival. Onyendu particularly encouraged me to be strong and even more stronger in the coming days. He said that I should expect more and more slander, but I should be assured that himself, Anomu Chineke, will always be there for me. We all agreed that this is a very critical period as victory is staring on our faces, and any opportunity offered to be distracted will take us back because the enemies are united in their resolve, but their evil plots are ill surrounded, IPOB leader said. All right, that is the story, and we get to it. Don't be distracted. Keep your eyes on the ball. Your eyes should always be on the ball. Do not get away from it. Somebody inboxed me this morning and was asking me a few things that there are people that have been calling the station that are not there. Well, to be precisely honest with you, they do call. A lot of them call, but you see, unfortunately, if you don't get picked, it looks like you're not calling. You are calling. They are all calling. And I wouldn't say the proper time. They call in when probably somebody's online, and as soon as the person drops, their own line also drops, and then somebody who's lucky comes in. So it's a random thing. We are not particularly picking up anybody or discarding anybody's call. No. If you start thinking that way, then you're not part of what we are doing. Nobody would deliberately want to stop your call from coming in. I wouldn't do that for anything. Even though some people come in here, they get away from the issues and they start talking about it, but I'm still very cautious about it. I will never, because of that, make a prejudgment and that this person is going, what you're coming to say. You might not say something that's meaningful today, but tomorrow you might say something that is very meaningful. So that's why you need to be you need to be picked. So when nobody picks your calls, please do not take it personal, because it's not deliberate. Nobody's doing it to distract you or to remove you from what we are doing. We are all a family, and we are not going to give up in the struggle. The struggle continues as far as we are concerned, and the distractors, our leader have spoken already through our lawyer. He has already told us that all these things that are happening are things that he expected, and it couldn't have been otherwise, because what will you do to somebody who is drowning? He will clutch a snake. So these people are desperately crazy, and they don't know what they are doing anymore. I even read one this morning, that was, I think, more powerful. Said something about it, about trying to abduct Biafrans who are outside the zoo in foreign countries, to extradite them and rendition them to Nigeria the way they did with Nnamdi Kanu. Well, those things are not, for me, they are not problems. Part of those things, part of the distraction that we're talking about. These people are desperate. They are desperately drowning. I'm telling you the truth. And when somebody is drowning, that's when you know the importance of little oxygen that you breathe. Because when somebody's under the water, you can't breathe any oxygen in there. So you are desperate. Anything you see, even if it's a snake that is going to kill you, you want to grab it. I've been in that situation when I was younger. Honestly, I nearly drowned. I was in Bohilaba, and it's not a story. It's not something I can ever forget. So I know how the desperation of being under there, trying to grab the air. So these people, that's the way they are. That's exactly the way the zoo is at this moment. They are so desperate, they don't know what to do. Holding Nnamdi Kanu there, it doesn't change anything. Things are still moving the way it's supposed to move. We might have got distractions up there. One thing I want to assure all of you is this, that anybody, because people write, I'm confused now, I don't even know where we are going, the way they think. Listen, you are not part of us in the first place. If you are somebody who likes to listen to bloggers, you go to their news, you listen to them, okay, that's good. I said, it's well and fine. There's no problem with that. But you see, when you purge yourself, the way the human mind works. When you purge in yourself, and your mind is already knowing that you are not stable. Your leg is in the south, the other one is in the north. You are not standing in the south. So if you stand astride like that, your mind says, okay, we got him. She's one of us. Let us. But when your mind discovers that you are unshakable, you are unpushable, you are not indestructible, indescapable, just everything there, they will leave you alone. It happens in everything in life. The moment you start creating doubts, letting doubts creep into your mind, then you go astray. You start adding one. The mind is very good at that. The moment you start thinking of something, the mind now starts reminding you of things that are not even relevant to what you're thinking about. And then that will make you start thinking that, okay, so this is why the person did this at that time, when an innocent person that didn't do anything. So the distraction will always continue, but for those who are not focused, for those who are not part of what we are doing, who think, in their mind they think, their action in their mind thinks that they are part of us. There are people that call it, like somebody said, this person is not calling it, but there are people that call every day they get opportunity to come in. That still doesn't mean that they are part of us. They still have doubts in their mind. You people that go to church, you talk about faith, Abi. Faith is like we're telling somebody, do you have faith that you believe that you can jump from a 5-story building and then because your faith will save you? Just tell that pastor, climb on my back and let me jump so that we'll see the faith together. He will not do it because he does not believe it. He's just saying it because people have been saying it. That's exactly some people are in IPOB. They are not part of what we are doing. Probably somebody convinced them through talking to join what we are saying. No. Those people are not with you. They are there because of what you told them. But when those that are resolved, that listen to this man from the beginning and make up their mind and say, this man is telling the truth. And truth will always be the truth. You can't change the truth. There's no way the truth will eventually become something that is not the truth. No. It's the lie that is the problem. When you are lying, you have to keep lying. You can't stop lying because you want to convince people. But when you say something is white and it is white, that thing will never change from being white. It will remain white. After many, many years, somebody who read it in history, somebody who said the world was round, I don't know, even they skinned him alive, they did everything to him, they killed him because he was talking against the Supreme Pope. The church people will say, now, how dare you go contrary to what the Pope is saying? But then, the world didn't change and become square like the Pope thought it was. It remained round after many years and years and years and decades, centuries. The science starts saying, the world is actually round. Because the truth will never change. The truth will remain permanent. So, for those who are in IPOB, that came into IPOB with the conviction in their mind that what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is saying is the gospel truth, we have seen it in the action. A country that is over 100 years old, nothing. You don't have drinking water. You have to depend on plastic water they're selling. You don't have electricity. And they are promising you. Look at them. They are hurrying to wait for 2023. When you become president, what are you going to do? You can't do a shit. You can't do nothing. You're just going there to continue the stealing and the looting. That's all you see. A document that you're going to work with, unless you're going to be a tyrant. They have a document that is there, that created you in a bad faith. The foundation is rotten. The house is falling apart. And you think that by changing the door or changing the window, the house is going to stand there. You're fooling yourself. Putting somebody there is like going to take off the old door and putting in a new door. That is not going to change anything. The country was built in false foundation, and until it is excavated and brought down completely, the ground leveled. In fact, the foundation should not even be allowed to remain on the ground. Dig it out, fill it up with earth, and start afresh in building a new monument of your own, the way you want it. The British man came from London, drunkard. Maybe they went to club at night, they come in, they say, okay, this place is occupied by Niger, so let's call it the Niger area, and it becomes a Nigeria. Were you part of it? Was your ancestors part of it? Did they take part in the building of this so-called country you call the Niger area? No, they were not. Alright, the British man did it for himself because he came to trade, he was a trader. Yeah, I'm coming to buy something for this, so I'm going to structure my business this way. Now they are long gone. Rather than telling them, you know something, your country, your business is done. Take your business with you, but let us go back and become the country that we were before you came in. No. They transformed you into country. They think that by breaking, they are very good at it. They think that by breaking you into pieces, putting a Yoruba man in Cotonou, and then putting the other one in Lagos, taking an Igbo man and putting him in Middle Belt, and calling him the North. They take the Biafra man who is an Igbo man, put him there. You're not Igbo, you are. God created this world, and he gave us the natural boundaries. The natural boundaries came in. We didn't create them. God knows what he is doing, but we think we want to play God. The British people want to play God, but today it is unfolding gradually. They're getting smaller and smaller. That's what I keep saying, that Putin, I just hope he will remember them. Just to drop one bomb there, so that these people will know that they are not God, because the problem that they created in the world is what the world is suffering today. The British. Some people say don't call them, it's their government. What's the difference? They are, whether government or not, is the British. The government is the British. That is what it is. Individuals, whether they're part of it or not, doesn't matter. Their government is doing it. They can stop their government from doing it. They are in the majority. They can wake up and say, what you're doing there is not correct. Stop it. What will happen? They will kill all their citizens because they want to be in power? No. So when people are judging, oh, Putin did this, Putin did that, I'm not part of it. I don't care what he does. The people in Ukraine, I don't care either. Because we are all here, been dying here, and nobody has been saying anything. They don't care because we're not humans. They think we are subhumans. Then when they kill them and start praying and fasting, you people are a bunch of idiots. Allow God to work on them. Allow them to see the fate. What they have created is what they are suffering. There are no two ways about it. If you can think and kill somebody and slaughter him, rape women, they are doing it. The Fulanis, they bring them in here to rape us and kill us and do whatever they like with us, and they are not saying anything. Then tomorrow when Putin throws a little bomb to few of them, because how many of them have died? By the time they die, half of what we are dying in Biafra land, then maybe we can start considering them. They have not even died 10%. I'm telling you the truth. The man will keep killing all of you, because I don't know his mind. I don't know the way he works, what he's thinking. But let me tell you something: what goes around comes around. He knows what he's doing. What he's doing is, America will not allow Cuba, that is over there, Fidel Castro, when he became part of the Soviet Union was, kind of financing him or helping him or anything. America was like, this man could build a nuclear bomb here in this place. So the people in the same place that Putin is, the same thing that America did with Fidel Castro is what he's doing to them. I don't know their history, I don't know their story, but my concern, my major main concern is that it's happening to us here in Africa and nobody's talking about it. Then it happens to them there, everybody's bouncing, including the Pope, who does not speak about internal affairs of other nations. People are all satanic. You just came here and fooled our ancestors. But you know something? We will pass through too. Our children will not allow it to happen. Our great-grandchildren, because you will always face this problem, Great Britain, until you give up. Until you decide to know that what you did is evil. What you did in Africa is evil. You came in here with a Bible in your hand, in one hand, and whatever in the other hand. You never told us the truth. We don't know what happened. We don't know what you were doing with our fathers. And our fathers never even knew what they were coming into. So this is the situation, the way it is. Whatever he is doing there, somebody sent me a clip, and I'm going to play this clip as the last clip before we go into the nitty-gritty of today, receiving your calls and letting you talk. So this is a clip that is sent to me. I listened to it partly, so let me listen to it again, because it's very interesting. It's talking about what is going on today in that part of the world.
President Vladimir Putin may be a liar and a demagogue, but it is hypocritical for the United States to insist that we, as a nation, do not accept the principle of spheres of influence.
Yes.
For the last 200 years, our country has operated under the Monroe Doctrine, embracing the principle that as the dominant power in the Western Hemisphere, the United States has the right, according to the United States, to intervene against any country that might threaten our alleged interests. That's United States policy. And under this doctrine, the United States has undermined and overthrown at least a dozen countries.
That's correct.
Throughout Latin America, Central America, and the Caribbean. As many might recall, in 1962, we came to the brink of nuclear war with the Soviet Union. Now, why was that? Why did we almost come to the brink of nuclear war with the Soviet Union? Well, we did that in response to the placement of Soviet missiles in Cuba 90 miles from our shore. And the Kennedy administration saw that as an unacceptable threat to national security. We said it is unacceptable for a hostile country to have a significant military presence 90 miles away from our shore. And let us be clear. The Monroe Doctrine is not ancient history. As recently as 2018, Donald Trump's Secretary of State, Rex Tillerson, called the Monroe Doctrine, quote, as relevant today as it was the day it was written, end quote. In 2019, former Trump National Security Advisor John Bolton declared, quote, the Monroe Doctrine is alive and well, end quote. To put it simply, even if Russia was not ruled by a corrupt, oligarchic, authoritarian leader like Vladimir Putin, Russia, like the United States, would still have an interest in the security policies of its neighbors.
That's right.
And I want people to think about this. Does anyone really believe that the United States would not have something to say if, for example, Mexico or Cuba or any country in Central or Latin America were to form a military alliance with the U.S. adversary? Do you think that members of Congress would stand up and say, well, you know, Mexico is an independent country. They have the right to do anything they want? I doubt that very much. Mr. President, countries should be free to make their own foreign policy choices. But making those choices wisely requires a serious consideration of the costs and benefits. The fact is that the U.S. and Ukraine entering into a deeper security relationship is likely to have some very serious costs for both countries.
That's very simple. Exactly what I was trying to say. The story there is that we don't know what's going on there. Putin, please, I beg you, remember Great Britain. Just drop something for them because they are the cause of this problem. They are the problem that we have in the world today. That country called, they used to call them Great Britain. They are not great anymore anyway. They're all broken apart. People are living there. People are going away from that union. So anybody that's calling, the man is protecting his home. What is good for the geese is good for the gander, right? That's how they put it. Like you will not allow Cuba. Cuba is right around the corner. Fidel Castro, until he died, never saw peace. Because America was feeling that this man, if you allow this man here, Russia is working with them, they're going to send a nuclear something, put it there, and will not like it in our backyard. It's the same thing. It's like when you know, when they throw away the shit where you can smell it, you start fighting against it, even though it's not your property. Maybe the man throwing the shit is throwing it in another plot of land that doesn't concern you. But the fact that you're smelling it, you won't even let it happen. You will fight against it. That kingdom, it happens all the time. Even here in the United States, you want to build some things, people come and say, no, you can't build this here. Because when you build it here, it's going to affect us. It's the same thing. So what difference does it make if Putin does it? That is, only the king has the right to pollute. No. He is protecting his own people. So when we open our mouth and start talking nonsense, we have to be very careful what we're talking. We're praying for them. Yeah, pray for them. You are not even praying for your own people in your own backyard who are being slaughtered every day. You are praying for those who don't even know that you exist. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. Let's open up the lines. You can call me at 646-920-4541. 845-344-7984, 929-406-9953. Today is Sunday, by the way. And there was a song that was sent to me, and I just edited a little bit. It's a beautiful song. Our musicians are trying. They are doing so well with themselves. But so give us a call. The lines are open for you, as usual.
The MP, Harriet Hallam, has she not been here to discuss anything? No, she hasn't. She hasn't said a word. Her own constituents have written to her. She doesn't say anything. So what is going on? What is going on? Why has nobody from the Foreign and Commonwealth Office mentioned Mazi Iyke? How can you have a British citizen travelling on a British passport kidnapped in Kenya on June the 19th? He was tortured for 8 days before being extraordinarily rendition.
All right, I have a call coming. Caller, please turn down your listening device and tell us your name, where you're calling from.
Welcome. My name is Simon and we're calling from Spain. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I just want to say a little bit something about what is going on both in our place and around the world, because politics always play a very big role in our life. But we should know about what is ours and we are and talk what we know. Like what we are saying about what's going on in Ukraine and Russia, like as we narrated it, this is just a power of supremacy. Ukraine, they are our in-law. Some of us go there and have cousins there. But them and Russia, they have been long together. Them and Belarus. The European Union that is cutting all these things are part of the problem. I heard the voice of one of the senators. I think that is Ben Sanders. The person who play his voice just before we open up the line. We know that, but most of us are abroad. They know who we are, and they tell us their role. Some of them they regret their role when they come and fight the children of God. They can confuse them. That is causing all this problem with them. The Russia leader with Britain, like I was hearing calling them to one thing, which that she come out does one thing for them. All of them, they know who is true, and Britain said, I can't have Abraham. Our leader has said if they don't allow Biafra to go, that you could tell them I will destroy Britain, and they are playing with it.
There was. Thank you, sir.
They don't know what it is. But let him do. How you look into TV, huh? But let us face what is facing us now at home, because those are part of Nigeria. They are Kamanama. They don't see what is happening in their place. They see what is happening in other places.
There.
What IPOB is doing is what stopping most of all these things. People could have been running hectare in Nigeria. IPOB and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu really their first topic, because I could remember 2014 when our people were calling out, shouting, calling people, even to this Facebook you are saying. There was a time our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was shouting, calling people to come and live. They were thinking that we don't know what we are doing, but we have seen it today. But we must play safe.
Thank you, sir.
We don't care anymore. Anywhere we get hurt, that was support what we are doing. We have to go there. Mazi, thank you for giving me this opportunity. All you for signing from here.
Radio Biafra, thank you very much. All right, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking calls. Call us in here. Let's take a few announcements before we continue.
It's power freedom, power freedom, celebration, Biafrans will be free, celebration, Biafrans will be free.
Yes, another St. Patrick's Day celebration is here again. The Biafran community in Ireland, under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, hereby invites all Biafrans, friends of Biafra, and lovers of freedom in Ireland and around the world as we join the Irish people worldwide to celebrate the yearly St. Patrick's Day parade in County Waterford, Ireland. Date Thursday, 17th of March 2022. Time 12 noon. Venue Waterford City Center. IPOB Dublin Zone Gathering Point. Red Cow Train Station. Off Junction 9 M50/N7 exit. Gathering time 8 a.m. prompt. Departure time 9 a.m. on dot. Host IPOB Waterford. For more information, please call IPOB Island National PRO Mazi Charles Ibebugu 087-74-633-04. Waterford Coordinator Mazi Daniel Chukwu 089-962-9126. Mazi Isaiah Oba, the Deputy European Representative 089-26-489-31. Mazi Charles Umba, IPOB Island National Coordinator 085-143-4454. Mazi CJ Duru, IPOB Dublin Coordinator 089-959-1330. IPOB Cork Coordinator Mazi Peter Ewuzie Ezudo 085-284-2767. IPOB Dundalk Coordinator Mazi Chinedudu 087-275-6267. Mazi Basil Dike, IPOB Galway Coordinator 085-210-9907. IPOB Limerick Coordinator Mazi Benjamin Anyanwu 089-249-0835. IPOB Kerry Coordinator Mazi Ugochukwu KK Iheme 089-955-8999. Come one, come all. Let's keep Biafra alive. Signed, Mazi Stephen Chukwuemeka, IPOB Island National Secretary 085-868-3440. All hail Biafra. Biafra we hail.
Celebration, Biafrans will be free.
All right, that's St. Patrick's Day parade is coming on March 17th. Make sure that you're there. But those of you living around there in Europe, you know, you can go to participate. It's going to be a very big carnival. It's something that they do by the year. Every year they do it. And I think this is the first one they are doing since after the pandemic, after the COVID. They are coming out and Biafrans will be there to, you know, take part in whatever is going on there. We have to be there. We have to be there. We have to make sure that we participate in it, and there's no gainsaying. For if you live in Europe, please take part in it. The lines are still open for you: 646-920-4541, 845-344-7984-929-406 and 9953. Call us. The lines are still open for you. All right, I have a call coming in. Let me take this one before I do other things. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller, good morning.
Good. Is it Ike Peters?
Good morning. Welcome to the program.
God bless you, sir, for having me in your program. Thank you very much. I just want to pray for our leader, Mazi Iyke, and then make one comment.
Tell us your name.
I want to tell us your name.
Tell us your name.
Yes.
Introduce yourself.
My name is Pastor Moore here, calling from Denmark. Okay. God bless you, Connect of National. Yeah. And happy ministers of the gospel of Chukwuka, the prophet of the Most High. So, thank you very much. I just want to tell Biafrans that they should remain strong. And before I tell them so, I have an example to give them. If you remember Ike Peters during the days that some years back, about 10 years, 15 years, England used to promise Turkey they will bring them into European Union. They will streamline them. They become European Union. When Turkey become interesting, they give them football, Arsenal, Manchester, join us. And then Turkey promised that they are with England are with them. By the time Turkey could realize what is going on, England removed themselves from European Union. Today they don't talk about how they are going to streamline Turkey to become European citizen, European world, European Shanghai, and so on and so forth. The Union of Shanghai. They removed themselves from European Union. Now, what is happening to Turkey? Turkey become destroyed. They don't talk about the European Union anymore. The interest becoming one of European citizens are no more there. So England is well known in cunning. England is well known in trying to divide and rule. England is know how to play the game. But remember anyway, among them all, including America and England and the rest of the world, they are coming from Africa. The umbilical cord is in Africa. So whatever game they play, whatever they rule they try to, we are there. We know what they're doing. So I want us not to be distracted by what is going on in Ukraine, because our Lord God, the war you saw in Ukraine is meant for Biafra, but the Lord has pushed it and keep our enemy's hand busy, doing nothing. So on this note, I want to pray for our leader, Mazi Iyke. Father, you are the God that has chosen Mazi Iyke. Your word is A and Amen. You spoke violently about the coming of Biafra, and no man can stop it. To me and to those that are listening, So we still stand on that word. Biafra must become. But must come. And how it's going to come, Daddy, you know best. But your revelation has spoken that all power belongs to you. Honor belongs to you. And when you say yes, nobody can say no. That we too know that when our God is with us, nothing is impossible. If Chukwuka is with the Biafrans, no man can stop the coming of Biafra. Therefore, we stand on the note of your word, saying to Biafrans, praying for our leader Mazi Iyke, nothing can happen to you. Because we have already destroyed the devices of the craft that their hand could not perform their enterprises anymore. We have frustrated them that even now they are begging United States senators, begging blacks and Africans to join them to rubbish Russia. That is not going to happen, because we are not stupid as they thought we are, or to betray our hope and our trust and what we have in their hands. That this time around, that we are saying we are becoming intelligent, we are becoming understanding of your word, that you continue to bless your son Mazi Iyke, continue to alleviate him, give him the strength and power, even when he prayed, that you hear it him. And those who believe in the struggle, it doesn't matter whether you are wherever you are, we are united in one thing, one goal. Biafra must be restored. And how is going to happen? Because our God, our Father, Chukwuka, says so. Immortal Father, do it and take the glory and the honor and adoration be ascribed unto your holy name. Thank you, Biafrans. Thank you, those who are listening, wherever you are, be strong. Continue not be divided. Continue to believe in the gospel. Continue not to be distracted by what is going on, events that are going in Ukraine. Our daddy caused it. Chukwuka said, so shall it be. And if they did not go to Biafra, he is going to release the third world war. and they shall know that the kingdom of God of Chukwuka, he is the ruler of all things. God bless you, God bless Iketas, and God bless Biafrans wherever you are. Continue praying. Our God is answering. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. All right, thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra. I have a call coming in on straight line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Thank you, my brother, Mazi. This is Mazi Iyke from Ibere. Ibere under the local government under Umaya province in Biafra land.
Yes.
Thank you, sir, for picking my call.
There were.
So, what I want to say is that clip you played, that Mazi's clip, that prophecy he made, I think 2014 or 2015.
Yes.
That was even when he was released from prison. That was when he made that comment, and even lectured that man that called himself Abubakar Sab, who was even a police commissioner to his history. So it was a great prophecy that confirms that our leader is actually sent by God, because all the things he has been saying, we have never known that there is no way you can prove him wrong or whatever he has said. It has all come to pass. So this is exactly how it is. Our leader is a prophet sent directly from God that we do not know. And Hausa man told me one day, he said, "You see, you Igbo people." I said, "What nationality?" You see, Nnamdi Kanu, that boy was sent by Allah, but you people don't know. He said, "I wish this boy come from the north." And Hausa man was telling me, I started shedding tears. He said, that boy Nnamdi Kanu comes from Allah, but you people don't know. See. So all his prophecies have always come true.
Yes.
So, and Mazi Iyke, please permit me to defend you small, because some people have been making complaints that you don't pick their calls. It's not their fault. It is a matter of timing.
Yes.
Because like myself, I always call once and I get through.
Yes.
Because I listen when people are talking and I know when they want to stop.
Yes.
That is when I will start calling.
Absolutely.
So that immediately they drop, my call is already ringing with you and you pick it up.
Yes.
So it's a matter of timing. No person should blame you that you don't pick their calls. They should learn how to call in on this radio. It is very simple if you know how to time it.
Yes.
So that's why I said, let me defend you small. For those who keep on saying that you don't pick their call, they should know how to time themselves and make this call. It will always come through.
Yes.
So that's my point today. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ndukwe. Thank you so much. You know, the points that I keep telling them that about calls, you know, when you're listening, there are people busy calling. They are not paying attention. They're so glued to their calling that you always know when somebody will end. When somebody is talking, you can conclude. Even me, when I say something like, thank you, I am listening to the person that is talking and I know where I say the thank you because I feel this is where he's going to stop. So you can do the same. Nobody, even, in fact, this guy who just spoke to me right now, who just said something, I was in my heart, how come I just pick his him? I always say anytime I pick his him, I don't even know the numbers. So I don't look at the numbers before I pick them. I pick them based on random picking. You know, if your number does not come through because, okay, let me take for example, I am here, we're talking about Irish Day Parade. It's playing already and somebody's calling. How am I going to do that? Stop them and start picking you. It doesn't work that way. I have a call coming in on WhatsApp. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi Iyke,
welcome to the program.
Good afternoon. I'm calling from Sweden. My name is Chibuzo. I'm from Bano province, Biafra land.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you, my brother. Sorry, last time when I called you, I didn't remember. That was the day you said your brother was sick in the hospital. Is it okay now?
Yeah, it's fine. It's getting better. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, my brother. Thank you for the broadcast you made. How you people are doing the work. I know it's not easy, Start every day, every time broadcasting. Some people think it's easy. It's not easy. One of our brother one day said that if we in Biafra land, if we can organize ourselves, how these people are burning our houses, if we can go and burn those politicians' houses also, you know, that now they will understand that killing us is not good, because politicians, they're against us. And I hope you remember what I mean.
Yes, go ahead, sir.
So I wish we can do like that and organize ourselves. Then all those politicians, any village they burn anything by the zoo military, we go, any politician that is representing them, we go also and burn their house, so that they will also value us as a human. So that's what I want to contribute.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for your contribution. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. Thanks for calling. All right, this phone is not behaving itself. So just turn yourself off. Okay, that's good. Good enough. I was trying to turn it off here. It won't turn off. So this is Radio Biafra. My brothers were talking about picking up calls and the way people call and the complaining that I don't pick their calls. No, absolutely not. We do not. I don't do that. I don't know the numbers. Like I said before, I just pick them randomly as they come in. And it all depends on when you're calling. If somebody is talking and you're calling, there's no way I'm going to be able to stop that person. What you should do is pay attention to what somebody is saying, because that is very helpful, because there are people that just jump in. They're not even listening to what we're talking about. They kind of take us away from what we're discussing into a different direction completely. I don't blame them for that, but because they are not paying attention, if they are listening, they will know. I have a call coming in. Caller, good morning. Caller on Principal Officer's line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, hi Peters.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. My name is Chukwu Emmanuel. I'm speaking from my location. I greet you once more, Mazi Peters, for your effort towards this journey. I want to start like this. British is the problem of the whole world, especially Africa. British are agents of Satan on earth. What British are representing as Satan, they are using Fulanese to destroy Africa as a whole, because they know what Fulani are up to do. They see Nigeria as a place where there is no human being living, because Nigeria are claiming they are educated, but they are educated fools. They don't know their left or their right. If Nigeria understand what it means to be a human being, no Nigeria will be talking about any election by now. That is true. But because of foolishness and wickedness of black people, headquarters called Nigeria, that is why they are talking of election. I quite not understand what happened to one Nigeria that British created. They know that is not one, but they join it together to make sure there will be no peace, there will be no development. They hand over Nigeria to Fulanese from the beginning. And today, so many clips that is playing on this radio have been opening the eyes of those who are ready to hear. And still, some people don't care about all this. How I wish a lot of people will understand Nigeria is made for devilish human being to live inside. That if you are not a criminal, you cannot survive in Nigeria.
every Nigerian person is a rogue, is a criminal, because they believe in criminality. And that was what Fulani are teaching them. I hope people will open their eyes. Our leaders have done so much to open the eyes of people to know what one Nigeria is all about. Without dissolving Nigeria, Africa will remain slave in the hands of white people forever. But before I close, I hope Biafra will destroy this world if the Americans cannot do the right thing now. These British are collaborating with Americans to destroy the world, to silence Africans, especially Nigeria, especially Biafra. British is doing everything to work for his agent Satan on earth. If you watch around the whole world, so many countries, British are there stealing and looting, destroying people, changing what God has done to their own advantage.
Thank you.
Our leaders have said everything, and this Radio Biafra is the highest thing that our leaders have given up. That if we manage it very well, people will open their eyes and understand what is going on. Before then, if you are an Igbo man and you are against your freedom, Fulani gave you money, you want to destroy what God has set up through our leader, your name is sorry. You may live here maybe 10 years, 20 years, maybe less than that, you die. But what you create here will remain for your children unborn generation to suffer for it. Enough is enough. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. All right, thank you very much, my brother. This is Radio Biafra. We'll still take All right, I'll take a very short recess and I'll be right back with you. Stay tuned and go away. This is Radio Biafra USA 2.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the man with the lion voice, the man with the thunder voice. When he speaks, the enemies will panic and take cover. Nigeria,
All right, I have a call coming in on straight line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Welcome to the program. Ndeo.
Yes, not if I'm from Ghana.
Yes.
So basically, every country is looking for their own interest.
That's right.
So I don't blame Russia for seeking for their own interest for their country.
Yes.
But at the expense of Biafrans, Buhari donated $1 million to Afghanistan the other day. Then Abia State Governor also donated money to the people that apparently lost their cows. And but for us Biafrans, they continue to kill us. And they're burning our houses, raping our women, cutting open pregnant women, and yet they define Akaforo as a human being in that place. That most dogs from other countries are well taken care of than human beings in Biafran land. But saying that, I'm still stressing that all those politicians in Abba, now Popata and into our communities. I mean, we our children, our husbands, killing us is enough. We need to seek for our own interest as a nation, before Britain forced us together. Any woman every day we could be something. Any community dialogue so when the nearest woman that is looking after your community, the nearest chief that is looking after your community, the PG looking after your community, make sure now that we are family because they're not, we continue to live in their name and they continue to do what they're doing. Imagine you're killing us and doing all sort of things. You only 1 million in Afghanistan. What is the worst done? Afghanistan in Biafra. That's all I'm calling this morning.
Thank you. All right, Dalo. Thank you very much, my sister. We are not. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. Give us a call. The lines are open. All right, I have a call coming in on straight line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah. Mazi Iyke.
No.
I salute you.
Thank you, sir.
I'm Chukwode. Following you from Biafra land, Umweri. I'm a Hamambara division, Hamambara province of Biafra land. So, the pitch is played, and I had this sort of Mazi Nnamdi, our leader, has been hammering on.
Yeah.
Since 2014. He's a major prophet. Only that Jews did not know whom Christ was. And it was very unfortunate for them. And now, you consider how people in this dangerous time taking money from the Castle Republic, killing their people unnecessarily, killing their people for nothing. I don't know how our people became yeye up to this time around. The people that fought war 67-70 with empty-handed are still feeling themselves working now. What are they to learn? So this is a cycle of a thing. If we don't finish them, we know, even though we remain 5 in Biafra land, then those people will become very powerful country on earth. But with these people, they are showing us that it's impossible for Biafra to come because they have vowed that Biafra will not come. All this money that they do give them, they never know that it is highly temporary. But they can never enjoy that money at all, according to people. Even gotten money, the person can never enjoy it. It's written. And no wicked person will go unpunished. The people that the author of these killings in the Biafra land is these people that went and deliberately prohibited actually the prohibition is what I don't know why. The people that doesn't kill people, the people that are fighting for freedom, they say proscribed. I think that's why they give these people authority to start killing people for long, killing people up to tomorrow. Now, it's even burning houses. These are the people that caused this type of. I know they plan killing, they have been killing us, but this is excessive killing without mercy at all. These people that prescribe IBB, they are number one enemy before Fulani even.
Thank you.
I am coming to the Britain, and this woman, I call her harlot even. In Abuja, I call herself Katiwana. It's another Jezebel in Catholic Republic. Is a Jezebel? How she planned all these killings, how she be throttling herself going here and there for Biafrans to be massacred. And our women, I'm still saying it, our women must go after this woman. She's a woman like them. They themselves that they are one of the signatories for so-called human rights. Our women will go and they even, if possible, to beat that woman, to beat her. This is human rights. We go and exercise human rights there because it's too much.
Thank you.
And the reason that is an agent of devil. Again, even Obama is involved in this thing that happening in never go free.
Thank you.
All of them that find this thing that is happening, no one of them will go free at all.
Yeah.
So for what is happening in Russia, our people are saying Russia, Ukraine. You never even talk of your own. What was happening in your own land. Some people even said that they are going to help Russia, to fight Russia. I don't know how they will go and fight Russia. But I'm still talking that Russia must remember Britain. Russia must remember Britain on this very issue of Ukraine.
Thank you.
So I pray that Russia will remember, because Britain has killed millions of souls on earth. And they continue killing. They never know that this Biafra issue is the one that will bring them out in the world. So that the world will use Britain, useless Britain. Britain is going to be decayed and vanished like Babylon.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you so much, Peter.
Well, thank you so much for your call. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. Somebody just sent me a clip, and I think I need us to listen to it. It's a man who's a Muslim, he's a cleric, and he said something here that is very, very pertinent to what is happening in the world today. But he's talking about it on the perspective of a Muslim. You know, when people start claiming that their religion is the best and this and that, this man just made my day. Let's listen to him briefly before we continue taking the calls. Let's listen to him.
The problem with the Islamic institution, the main governing bodies of Islamic schools of thought, is that they have made a big mistake when understanding the religion of Islam. And I say this with full audacity. Islam as a religion, like Christianity, like Judaism, all religions come with one mission, and that is to guide the human being, not to rule over the human being. Political Islam comes from the problem that some scholars in Islam, and they're the majority, believe that Islam can be used as a tool to govern human beings. And this is the problem. Islam is not a constitution that one can use in a government. And this is why all Islamic governments are failing governments with the worst economy, the highest statistics in divorce, the people are upset, prisons are full, people are fleeing the country, flooding the West. Why? Because all Islamic governments are a fail. I don't want to speak about other religions, other theocracies, but I speak about my religion. All governments that used Islam as a formula for their constitution, in other words, violent Sharia law, all of them failed. No one can now give me one good, successful Muslim government. All of them have problems that can be avoided. Basic problems, for example, bread and so on, 100 times the value goes up in a matter of 1 year. People are uprising, they're protesting. Why? Because Islam is not a constitution to govern, it's a constitution to guide. And even that can be questioned, because you cannot impose your faith on anyone, whether you have a government or not.
This is I mean, I just listened to it briefly before I said, let me just use this clip. He's talking about his own religion. The same thing he's saying goes for other religions. Religion was created to guide, not to impose. What are we suffering from today? Everybody's crying, putting this, putting that. Maybe in our backyard something is happening, and nobody's going to say anything. You know why? Because the Biafrans they are killing don't belong to your religion. But the Bible said, love your enemy like yourself. Like he said, love your enemy, neighbor. It didn't tell you who your neighbor is actually. So the problem we have in the world today is the same people that brought this religion to us. They came here, they deceived our parents, our fathers, that they came to bring they came to make our life better for ourselves, and they end up being the ones that have destroyed us. Go to the north. The Hausas, they are extinct. They are no more there. And you know something that happened? The Fulanis went there and told them, your religion, your leaders don't know Islam. They're bringing Islam to you, and they brought the Islam, and then you help them kill your own people. And today, that's why your people are history. Nobody knows about you. I have a call. Caller on WhatsApp. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, hi Peter. Sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you for being a man that stands strong in what you believe. My brother, keep the flame burning. We are getting there. Mazi, thank you for having me. Mazi, my name is Mazi Madabuchi. Mazi, I take this opportunity to greet our leader, Onyendu, who stands strong to see that he liberate his people. I say may his days belong on this earth. Long live Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, His Excellency. Long live IPOB. Long live United States of Biafra, and long live DOS. Mazi, what's made me to call? You know, you touch many things in your program today, and if time permits me, I know many are calling. Mazi, let me just take this opportunity to thank one of our brothers that we never hear in voice for a long time. Who am I talking to? I'm talking to Evangelist B. Evangelist B. My brother, I know you are okay. Please keep the flame burning. We are getting there. Thank you, because I heard your voice on Northern Mazi Peter's program. I think in one of our brothers' program. Thank you for stand strong in what you believe. Mazi, what made me to call, you know, about this phone, this idiot I be sharing in Biafra land, you know, we still make inquiry to know how the phone have gone and how they have spread this phone. Mas, what we are getting is, you know, I don't know how to say it, because many have been saying that phone that day, that I should know that the phone of that day is not, is for celebration. They are celebrating Valentine's Day, and many people gathered, and the phone is, it says it's 2,700 pieces, and they did not distribute the whole phone the same day. I don't know whether they distributed after that day, but they said the same day they did not distribute it, and they are choosing the people that are giving the phone. They did not give the phone to everybody that arrived there. They are choosing people they give the phone. So now they never get in touch or know how the phone look like. But many people have been telling me that the phone is a Chinese phone. It says it's a man production phone. It's a mass production that is not that too expensive. So we should not. I say no, we should not bother. We will bother because we don't want him to use this phone to call any people, because it's interactive phone. It's phone that we use to you know, to indicate or to know where any of us are. So please don't use this phone to call anybody. But the inquiry is still ongoing for now. Now let me talk a little bit about this thing that's going on in Ukraine and Russia. Mazi, there's something you says here. You said if Putin can drop a bomb to England. No, Mazi, if Putin, because we are betweeting, we are telling Putin what to do. I say, Putin, if you want to touch England, if you want to touch their brain box, go to Africa. Africa is the brain box of England. If Britain now, if Putin, listening to what we are tweeting, just come down to Nigeria, then he have taught the brain box of England. He have taught their brain box. If you come there, just make a step, a little bit step, you will see Britain collapse. Why Britain leave EU? They leave EU because they are not getting anything on EU. That's why they live there. Now tell Britain to leave Africa, they will say no. Because that's the place their main brain boss is. And if Putin want to scatter the main brain boss, if you want to disarray them, let Putin step into Africa. If Putin step into Africa, now, more especially in the zoo called Nigeria, now you have the brain boss of Britain. You will see Britain low. Now they're hot now because they know where their source of income is coming from. It's from Africa. It's not from Europe. So anything they are doing is just for formality. But where their brain boss lies is in Africa. If Putin can step into Africa right now, you will see Britain will collapse. Mazi, that's what I want to say. Thanks for having me, and God bless you.
All right, thank you very much. That's a good thought. I agree with you completely. That's where they get their money from, and that's where they get their food from. They get the Africa. Like I said before, that Nigeria where we're talking about Great Britain, even he doesn't even need to step into there. I said it before, Putin, just one statement. I recognize the state of Biafra as a sovereign nation. That's all you need to say. That's all. Whoever wants Britain will just shit for their pants. And not only saying when you say I'm finished, then you train us because we're able to defend our land. Don't forget us. Just make the statement, because the evil that you're fighting next door is not the evil that is bothering you. The evil that is bothering you is Great Britain. Already, I think the U.S. residents said they are not going to get involved in sending Americans to go. Of course, if they want to do, go ahead, send. I don't see person way person now. The Putin man is unpredictable. He can do just about anything. So Putin, all you need to do is just recognize Biafra, and this problem will be solved, 90% solved. Because Great Britain will think that we are their slaves perpetually. They don't want to give up. They are manipulating. Their ambassador is traveling up and down, going to the villages, local villages, to speak to people in a foreign land, foreign country. Britain does not believe that Nigeria is independent. For them, Nigeria is still part of them. That is why they put in the Fulanis there that they can manipulate, use them to destroy people. But whatever goes around comes around. There is no way it's going to continue forever. Definitely that will never happen. It's there.
For us to understand this very evening, we are facing a very formidable array of enemies, both external and within. And we are going to overcome each and every one of these obstacles. That I can assure you, that they may know that the God we worship is an invisible God, not a God that was wrought by the hands of men. For we do not worship idol, and we can never ever worship idol. Is impossible. This very family, this IPOB, belongs to the Most High. And that is how it's going to be until Biafra comes and beyond to eternity. This evening, I want to place it on record that our enemies are intensifying their attack against us from every corner. I am not saying this as lamentation or complaint. I am only trying to prepare our people for what is to come. You are being prepared for what is to come. The time has come to separate the chaff from the wheat itself. Our march is very, very near. The enemies are trembling, they are quaking, they are doing all they can to try to stop us. But they have failed very woefully. And they will continue to fail. But I want to tell you that we are getting attacks from everywhere. From everywhere all over the world. And very soon, they will buy over some of you. Some of you, they will buy some of you over. The spirit of Ipob, Yasika, and Ifajuna are still in some of you. When the time comes, they will buy you over. I I am not doing this program tonight to ask all of you to be strong. I am doing it to remind you, not that if they succeed in buying you over, you're not going to stop what we're doing. You can't. You cannot. Not in a trillion years. But I need you to appreciate one very simple fact. That at the end of this very race, everybody will testify that indeed Chukwukika, the same God of Israel, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the same God of Ehiri in Aguleri, the same God of Umweri, the same God of Ora-Eri, the same God of Uwe-Eri, the same God of Arochukwu. Not to be known by the true God, one true God. You will know that indeed, not only is he omnipotent, that same God is the owner of this very agitation. No human being can stop it. We have enemies, and we need to be very, very careful, both within and without. Very, very careful. The next 2 weeks will be very pivotal. Next 2 weeks will be very, very important in the life, or should I say, in this very mission that we have embarked upon. The devil will do everything, and you are going to watch spectacularly how we are going to destroy and shame the enemy. That at the end, every glory and adoration will belong to God and not to man. Now let us go and tell you what is happening that some of you do not understand. I want those of you who are hardcore, those who we are chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who from their mother's womb they were born to do this very work. You must be very, very strong. Because Biafra will open the eyes of black people all over the world. Because Biafra will mean that blacks from America, blacks from the Caribbean, from Southern America, they will all flood into Africa. It will be like the time that Yeshua was born. Biafra is like a light, a beacon. They will follow it. They will say, let us go and see what is happening there. That is what these neo-colonialists do not want. They don't want Biafra to come. I am telling our people so they understand the mountains. I didn't say one mountain, the mountains in front of us that we need to overcome. And for us to overcome it, we need to be very strong mentally, mental strength. Just like when you're doing anything in life and it appears as if you are being buffeted from everywhere. That is the time that you no longer rely on willpower or your muscles. You go to your brain to endure and to persevere and to keep going until you overcome. That is the stage we are in right now. To make sure that our brain is in gear to confront everything the Janjaweed has to throw at us. We don't have money. Their budget is over $20 billion to fight us. They can bribe Facebook. They can buy them off. They can do anything they like. They can come to some of you and bribe you off. They can promise you what you've never had before. They can give you maybe a house in Dubai. They can promise you a vehicle. They can tell you, oh, we'll make you vice president. They can promise you anything to make sure that you're like them.
Mass movement in the whole world, bar none. And we did it because Chukwukika Biama is with us. We did it because Chukwukika Biama created IPOB himself. And we are here to pilot its affairs. We will not prevaricate. We will not stop. We will not slumber until Biafra is fully restored to its former glory. Anybody in doubt as to our resilience and our determination to restore Biafra is not only mistaken, not only misguided, but needs to see a psychiatrist. Because we are not stopping. I am Nnamdi Kanu and I don't stop until I get what I want.
All right, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. Today's a beautiful Sunday and I got a very beautiful song for you. For those of you in Aga Church, so that I will be able to understand what. This is a new one.
Let's go! Jesus, Udara, Wanu. Jesus, Udara, Wanu. Jesus, Udara, Wanu. Yahweh, Odigonye, Dikaki, Shama, 'cause your love that supersedes all the pleasures of this world. Yahweh, no one can be like you. You are the friend I need. Why should I worry? Why should I complain? When I had you, love's got a meaning. I don't have to worry what tomorrow holds. You are so faithful and true. So I got my true chineke me.
I'm dancing here. I'm dancing. This is a good one. Oh, believe me. This is quite very, very beautiful. These people, they are trying. Our kids are doing very well. I'm happy for them. You get to see me dancing, and I'm Nnamdi Naga Church will eventually join in the dance. All right, this is Radio Biafra. We'll finally almost come to the end of today's program, and we'll be with you again. Please don't go away, because Mazi Iyke is coming in next. He's going to be here with us. We are imploring all of you to be focused, to stay on the focus. Don't ever, ever, ever give up on the struggle, because more are coming.
Celebration, Biafrans will be free. Celebration, Biafrans will be free.
Oh yes, another St. Patrick's Day celebration is here again. The Biafran community in Ireland, under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi, hereby invites all Biafrans, friends of Biafra, and lovers of freedom in Ireland and around the world as we join the Irish people worldwide to celebrate the yearly St. Patrick's Day parade in County Waterford, Ireland. Date Thursday, 17th of March 2022. Time 12 noon. Venue Waterford City Centre. IPOB Dublin Zone Gathering Point. Red Cow Train Station. Off Junction 9 M50/N7 exit. Gathering time 8 a.m. prompt. Departure time 9 a.m. on dot. Host IPOB Waterford. For more information, please call IPOB Island National PRO Mazi Charles Ibebugu 087-74-633-04. Waterford Coordinator Mazi Daniel Chukwu 089-962-9126. Mazi Isaiah Oba, the Deputy European Representative 089-26-489-31. Mazi Charles Umba, IPOB Island National Coordinator 085-143-4454. Mazi CJ Duru, IPOB Dublin Coordinator 089-959-1330. IPOB Cork Coordinator Mazi Peter Ewuzie Ezudo 085-284-2767. IPOB Dundalk Coordinator Mazi Chinedudu 087-275-6267. Mazi Basil Dike, IPOB Galway Coordinator 085-210-9907. IPOB Limerick Coordinator Mazi Benjamin Anyanwu 089-249-0835. IPOB Kerry Coordinator Mazi Ugochukwu KK Iheme 089-955-8999. Come one, come all. Let's keep Biafra alive. Signed, Mazi Stephen Chukwuemeka, IPOB Island National Secretary 085-868-3440. All hail Biafra. Biafra we hail.
Celebration, Biafrans will be free. St. Patrick's Day, celebration, Biafrans.
All right. St. Patrick's Day parade that's coming up on the 17th of March. Make sure that you take part in it. If you're those of you in Europe, still have time to prepare yourself for that parade because it's going to be a carnival. We want the Biafran line to be very, 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 very long. Those wearing the Ishiago will parade. Those wearing the T-shirts will parade. We want it very, very grand. It's something that's yearly for the Irish people and it's was suspended because of the pandemic. So this is going to be the first one that was coming up, and we want Biafrans to be there fully represented, honestly. It's very, very important that we take part in it and make sure we don't leave out. All right, today's program has been very interesting, and I'm happy that you guys called. And those who are blaming me that I'm not picking their calls, please, when you want to call, control yourself, listen to what somebody is saying. Okay, look at it right now. I'm talking and somebody is calling me and the line is, let me oblige this person. Let me look at the time. Okay, maybe I can give him some few minutes to talk. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Please turn down your listening device. Caller on WhatsApp.
Yeah,
good morning. Welcome to the program.
Yeah. Mazi, I want to suggest here. I think we need to make a jingle.
Introduce yourself. Introduce yourself. Tell us who you are, sir.
I'm calling from Brazil. Mazi, good afternoon. I'm suggesting. I think we need to make jingle with British to release their citizens, to release our leader. Make the jungle with this, so it will be ringing every day.
Okay.
That our leader is their citizen. We make the jungle with it so that you will be ringing every day, every time that British forget their citizen in dungeon, in dungeon in Nigeria. They are not talking about that. They are not talking about it. We make, if there's how we make jungle, I think it will be better.
All right, thank
God. God have used Putin to expose the world. He said the Pope is not interfere in internal affairs of countries.
Yes.
But now he is the one leading the prayers for Ukraine, because we are not white people. They hate us too much, and we fail to understand that these people, what we are worshiping here, what these people bring to us is their culture. We need to go back to our own culture. We need to go back to our own culture. What this Christianity? Our people believe that when the Christianity is inception with the world. No, it did not start with the world. Christianity is just recent. It's recent. It comes to our. We have our religion. That we have our culture. That is our religion, our culture. That is our ancestors are practicing. And these people come here and enforce, and this is by force. So they force this religion to our people. It's not our people didn't even accept it. They forced it to them by force. They force that this religion, their culture to us, and that is their culture. They want us to practice their culture so that we will forget who we are. And I thank God for our leader who come and to remind us who we are, and we go back to our culture. And I'm using this to beg our people to go back to our culture.
Thank you.
Pope, what he's doing now shows he exposed their satanic. They are satanic people. As long as all the churches in Africa is still liaise with the Europeans. As long as all the Catholic Church are still working together with those of Europe and the world, I'm out of. I'm an Anglican. As long as the Anglican Church in Nigeria still join their listen together with the European, with the ones in England, I'm out of it.
Thank you.
I'm out of it at all. Because none of them have said a word. You are clean. People that you believe that they are practicing the same religion with you. They are killing them every day in, day out. You never said a word. But now, just one.
Thank you so much. All right, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. I have turned down all these phone lines, and I'm not going to take any more call from you guys. But in a few minutes, we'll be away out of here, and Mazi Iyke is going to be next. Stay tuned.
Has she not been here to discuss anything? No, she hasn't. She hasn't said a word. Her own constituents have written to her. She doesn't say anything. So what is going on? What is going on? Why has nobody from the Foreign and Commonwealth Office mentioned Mazi Iyke? How can you have a British citizen travelling on a British passport kidnapped in Kenya on June the 19th? He was tortured for 8 days before being extraordinary rendition back to Nigeria. Why was he extraordinary rendition back to Nigeria when he's a British citizen? Has nobody behind these windows asked that question? How can you all remain silent? How can you all pretend that you can't see anything going on? It's all over social media. Catriona Lang, the High Commissioner for the UK in Abuja, has done nothing. She gets tagged in every single tweet that tweets about Mazi Iyke and extraordinary rendition. She doesn't reply to anybody. You ask a question, she blocks you. Is that really someone in her position? Is that really something she could be doing? She's done nothing at all. She's a representative of the UK in Nigeria. She represents British citizens in Nigeria. Why has she not represented Mazi Iyke? Why is the total silence? You've got another protest next to us here, a lady called Nazanin. Nobody's helping her either. She's a British citizen. What is going on in this country? The 67 to 70 Biafra war, it wasn't a war. It was a genocide. And the UK was complicit in genocide. The UK is complicit in genocide now. Today, it's happening again. Yet why do we not hear about it? You go 20 yards away, the BBC cameras are there, the ITV cameras are there. Why does the BBC and ITV not cover Biafra? If what was going on in Nigeria was happening in any other Commonwealth country, it would be all over our news. So why is it not reported? It's not reported because the British government are still looting all the resources in Nigeria. Biafra on its own would be a world leader in any way you can think of, one of the richest countries on earth. But the UK can't let that happen. Because if the UK lets that happen, it has to start paying for the resources, of which all the oil that it gets now is given free. How can you put oil above thousands and thousands of people's lives, slaughtered on a daily basis? Catriona Lang, who works for this office, is fully aware of it. What's her response? Her response is to go on Twitter and start dancing with the Fulani terrorists who are committing these atrocities. How is that right? Ask yourself a question. How can we stay silent when this is happening? You can turn a blind eye. You can remain silent. You can do nothing of February 2017.
That's right.
He died in London in 2017. So why do you still put this charade out that Buhari's coming to London? Buhari's coming for medical treatment. The man died in 2017.
Yes.
And when that comes out, seriously, the UK will look the biggest fools on earth. The death certificate's there. It's all written.
That's right.
There's proof he died in London. He's buried in Saudi Arabia. And yet you keep that quiet as well. How can you keep quiet that a president of a country died 4 years ago and you're still portraying him coming here for hospital treatment?